Broadway style to it, you know?
That was better than this.
Well, I could do the same thing he had done.
Hey, somebody just ate all the pecan candy.
Stop it. You're very quickly losing control of tonight.
The next card is from Jerry, and it's to you, Bill. Bill, now that you've had your own TV shows and starred in movies, is it difficult for you to go out into public?
Oh my God, you spiked all over this.
That's nice. Throw up on stage. What, do you enter a winner?
Yeah, so Brad Pitt, is it hard to go out in public? You had a hard time getting in here tonight.
Do you think he's lying?
Look at your fashions. It's in your nose.
That's all right. It's all on the stage now.
You okay?
Yeah, that's the best question we ever had.
Should I answer it?
Oh, please.
Yeah, please. No, obviously it's not hard for us to go out. We love when you come up and you say nice things. So that's the greatest. It's a drug. I'll tell you this. When people come to you and you get recognized for what you do, that is the neatest feeling on the planet. And it's a drug that's easy to get addicted to. And God knows that about me, as do these guys.
You especially.
Yeah. So I'll tell you straight, and Fox knows this story. I've told it to him. I was doing a show down in Florida, Central Florida, and I was having lunch by myself at a diner reading the local paper, and I got this feeling that I was being watched. And I looked up, and this woman 2 booths away from me was looking at me, and our eyes met, and she kind of giggled and got red in the face and looked down. I thought, well, that's sweet. She recognized me. Well, every time I'd look up, she'd be laughing, and we'd smile, and I go, this is really cool. She gets up from her booth, she walks to my table, sits across from me, doesn't say hi, doesn't say my name is. She looked me right in the eye and she goes, this is what I'm going to tell my husband when he gets home from work tonight. I'm going to tell him that I had lunch with Jeff Foxworthy. And not a bad makeup.
All right, I got to tell you a getting recognized story. My youngest daughter, I was chaperoning their class trip, and they went to Washington, D.C. And so we go to Mount Vernon, the home of George Washington, and like all those places, when you leave, you have to go through the gift shop. So I got like 6 girls in my group, and they all are buying gum and stuff, and I said, we're running late. And I said, y'all give me the stuff, y'all go get on the bus. And so I'm standing in line at the gift shop, and I put the stuff on the counter, and the girl behind the cash register looks at me, and she goes, has anybody ever told you you look like Jeff Foxworthy? And I said, yeah, I hear that all the time. And she goes, oh my God, you talk just like him too. Well, she's ringing the stuff up, and I'm paying with a credit card, so I'm thinking, you know, the jig's about to be up. I hand her the credit card, and she took it, and she goes, okay, that is just weird.
Thought it was me. Hence why she's working the gift shop.
I remember the first time I ever got recognized, a girl goes, that's him, officer.
At least you guys have cool ones. Everybody thinks I'm Natalie from The Facts of Life.
You look like me.
They're like, excuse me, are you Natalie from The Facts of Life? I'm like, hell no, I'm Tootie.
Stop, that reminds me of a joke. Church is packed. This woman comes in late. She's got a really short skirt, and there's nowhere to sit but on the front row. So she goes up to the front row and sits down, and the minister of music leans over to the preacher and goes, hey, is that Tootie Green? And the preacher said, I think that's just the way the light's shining on it. Tootie.
That's Tootie.
come up with a joke on it.
That's the first Tootie joke I've ever heard.
That's why he gets all the accolades. I got a church story for you. We're going to get kicked out of our church.
The new one?
We just joined a month ago. And this time, Fox, it was not my fault. This church we joined, when new members join, they have a potluck dinner and they meet the existing members. And then they play a game. We had this wonderful dinner. And the preacher stands up and he goes, okay, we're going to play trivia. Well, when we're driving around together, that's all we do, sports trivia, music trivia, history. And I love it. And these guys say I'm very competitive and I like to win. So the preacher's going table to table. This was the question they asked me and my wife. Where do women have the curliest hair? Seriously, that was our question.
What did you say, Bill?
Well, apparently, the answer is Fiji. I didn't know. I thought my answer was spot on. Apparently, they weren't familiar with the slang terms. I hollered out my answer, and some old lady screamed, "That's a cat!" We got a Fiji. Fiji. So if it ever comes up, Fiji.
Well, I was going to tell a preacher joke, but I can't follow Fiji.
Do it.
This preacher, I'll see you at the house. This preacher comes out the grocery store and he's a drunkard, hobo, drinking wine out of a bag. He's a hobo.
With a bag of pecan sandies.
15 on a pecan sandy. So there's a hobo there. Drinking wine. And he come out and the hobo bum goes, or the preacher goes, he goes, how do you get to the post office from here? And hobo bum goes, go down there 4 blocks, make a left, it'll be on your right. And the preacher says, I appreciate that, young man. Tell you what, if you come by my church on Sunday, I'll show you how to get to heaven. And the bum says, the hell with that, you don't even know how to get to the post office.
Hobo. Like, I haven't heard hobo.
Or is this 1960s?
Yeah, I think it was like my dad just quit church. He called me up and he goes,
Oh, is that on the card?
And is it supposed to be? I'm sorry. You're right.
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. This next question, oddly enough, is to me, and it says, Reno, would you please tell us a story about your dad? Well, yes, I will. I will.
Man, this is the last night of the tour. You finally caught on.
There is so much pressure on you now.
I know, and you know what, this joke, it's not that good. But I'm going to tell it anyway. It's not a joke, I mean, it's real. My dad, yeah, it's not going to work. Forget it, I'm going to the car.
That's what Larry said on his honeymoon.
It's not a joke, it's real. That was better than my joke.
That one was so hip it took you a second, but then it waved over.
This next question is from Lester Boyle.
Shut
No,
up.
I'm not kidding.
What's his name?
It's Lester Boyle.
He's with his son Lance.
And his father, Papa Boyle. And they're all sitting on inner tubes.
Okay, let's put a pin in it, all right?
Where's he at?
He's not going to stand up now.
He's probably up there there getting on pussy.
Hey, that's a cat.
Lester, I'm sorry. Thanks for the card. Lester's question is to you, Jeff. Jeff, what's the last redneck joke you wrote?
The very last one. If you've ever told 10,000 people your underwear looks like you sat in a chocolate lava cake, you might be a redneck. What is the last here's your sign? Do you remember the last here's your sign?
Oh, yeah. My wife did it. We just got TiVo.
Welcome to the 21st century.
Thank you very much. Those calculators are good. But we got TiVo, and I got all hooked up downstairs in the basement, and Gail came downstairs. She goes, how is it? And I go, awesome. I go, check this out. I can pause live sports. And with a blank look, she said, and they'll just wait. But if I leave it on too long, the commissioner calls me. So, here's your sign.